of a Republican, as I think I am, but states are in play that are never in play for Republicans.
Speaking in front of the Conservative Party of New York in Manhattan, the GOP nominee told the crowd that he would score a shocking home state win. Trump and rival Hillary Clinton are participating tonight in a televised forum on national security. They'll appear separately and field questions from veterans. Miami-Dade County officials say they're delaying the aerial spraying of an insecticide called Naled over South Beach following concerns voiced by residents and local officials. The spraying is to eliminate mosquitoes that could be carrying the Zika virus. Dr. Jeffrey Bernstein at the Florida Poison Control Center says the insecticide Naled is toxic, but it will not have long-term environmental impact.
Naled is an organophosphate chemical that affects the nervous system. Okay. In acute exposure.
Okay.
All right. And probably in long-term chronic repeated exposure as well. Okay. The good thing about Naled is that it does break down very quickly.
County Mayor Carlos Jimenez said in a statement Wednesday that the spraying to fight the Zika virus scheduled for Thursday morning was moved to Friday morning. Additional sprayings are scheduled for Sunday and the next 2 weekends. Israel's UN ambassador says there is a clear link between the rise of social media and the rise of anti-Semitism. Danny Danon is demanding that media companies stop providing a platform for hate sites. Danon says recent studies found a 40% increase in violent anti-Semitism globally. On Wall Street, the Dow by 12 points, the Nasdaq rose 8, the S&P unchanged. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Do you have enough drinking water at home or work? For whatever life throws at you. This is Florida, and you can never have enough good, wholesome drinking water on hand for meetings, family gatherings, even Mother Nature's wrath. Be prepared with Carolina Highland Mountain Spring Water delivered directly to your home or business. Call 407-851-7144 or online at carolinabottled.water.com. There are no delivery fees, no contracts, and now take advantage of their Be Prepared delivery special in individual bottles, dispensers, and coolers. The purest water delivered to your doorstep. Guaranteed. Get started now. Call 407-851-7144, 407-851-7144, or online at carolinabottled.water.com. Refreshing taste, unrivaled purity, the healthier choice for home or office. Carolina's Highland Mountain Spring Water. Call 407-851-7144, online at carolinabottled.water.com. Refresh today.
Tonight! Disney is yelling at people to not take pictures of Avatar, but Jasmine's new costume is all right. What did you, bird bikini? You call that a bird? Oh, we can't say that? Okay, never mind.
Hate speech.
Moving on. A car got struck by fireworks on World Drive. I guess that's better for Disney than the usual bus. And Mama Melrose will be offering half a menu starting next week. Well, I guess that makes the restaurant half bad now. So stupid. And I'm wearing this ugly shirt. You've read WDW News Today. Now you'll listen to WDW News Tonight. Yeah, fake applause. Woo! Welcome to WDW News Tonight. I'm Tom Corliss. You're not. In there, we got Nicholas Cicero. Hello, Nick.
Hey, Tom. Good to be here tonight, as always.
Got Jason manning the cameras in the production booth.
Hey, howdy, hey.
Jason. Not switching cameras. Anybody? All right, I'll move on then.
You have to give me control.
Oh, okay. Let me do that. Listen to the theme song while Tom figures this out. We're so good at this.
The theme song is so long.
There we go.
We don't
Tom
ever
likes
hear the end of
control.
it.
So how you doing?
Good. We almost didn't make it tonight. Josh is here in the studio. We're talking to Josh a little later. I drove Josh here.
Well, getting a little bit scared.
There's Josh. My car generally, I can ride on E for a while.
We all can.
Tonight it didn't happen. So roughly 5:30, Josh and I were just on the side of the road waiting, which is generally what happens on an evening Josh and I go out. But we're just kind of on the side of the road waiting to get gas. Yep.
So you knew you were on E. You thought you could push it.
So when I went to New Orleans a couple years ago, we hit E, and then there was not an exit for a long, long, long time. And that's when I learned my car can generally go a pretty long period without gas. Even after hitting E, just don't let it go below. Tonight it was above E, and then suddenly I got on the highway, and it just magically dipped below E, and then suddenly stopped
So I guess we found out what the new Patreon subscription is.
It's to give Tom gas.
Fill up Tom's gas tank.
Although usually what fills up Tom's gas tank is Spice Road Table. But anyway. No, Josh, is this table service humor doing anything for you?
Cheeseburger flatbread.
Oh,
that'll do it.
That just comes right back up and out. Anyway. I'm gonna leave. And now the news. Brought to you by TeePublic. A little bit of news to talk about. Over the last 9 years, we've certainly made a name for ourselves at WDWNT by taking photos and Nick's dying in there. Taking photos and video as often as possible of ongoing construction projects around the Walt Disney World Resort, and maybe the occasional bathroom stall. And in that time, I don't recall ever being asked not to take pictures or videos of such a site. And of course, that being said, I have certainly seen people from other websites, which shall not be named on this program, standing on garbage cans, standing on planters, all sorts of things that they've been asked to get down, which makes sense because those are things that are in violation of the safety guidelines.
I'm asked by people all the time to stop taking pictures of them.
Taking pictures of what? Oh, mostly a Typhoon Lagoon, though, right?
It happens, you know.
Drop my lens.
Yeah.
At this point, there goes half the audience. At this point in time, we've received several reports of guests being asked not to photograph or video record the Pandora, the World of Avatar construction site from inside the front gates of Animal Kingdom. Then again, this would require someone to visit Animal Kingdom this summer, so I mean, we can't really be sure if these reports are real.
You know how Tom felt after he was told to stop taking pictures of Avatar Land?
How'd I feel? You didn't dance.
You were blue. Well, that wasn't the Avatar joke of the week. I only danced
what
for the
is
joke
the
of the
Avatar joke of the week? I'm not even sure. That might have been it.
All right, then let's do it.
All right, go ahead, Nick. Show Nick dancing. Here we go. Someone in the chat said Nick is a creep. Oh, boy. All right. We should probably not tell the mosquito kiosk story from the other day. No, we're not going to tell that one. Anyway, tough room. Where was I? I was somewhere in.
Did you use those photos?
I might.
Or they go in the personal collection?
So anyway, no one's ever going to listen to this. I myself, I was asked twice, 2 different occasions. You were there the first time. I was asked not to take video, and I said to the security guard, why? And they didn't really have a good answer. And this time again, I was asked, and I said, why? And no one gave me an answer. They just kind of walked away, and I went back to filming from where I was. I wasn't anywhere I wasn't supposed to be. So, anyway. It
hasn't been publicly announced.
That's what the guy said. He said, Avatar has not been publicly announced, to which I replied, I've been in the model. I've seen the concept art. Like this is very much announced. I assume I've seen more of it than you have standing here. But anyway. So why is this happening? Well, in fact, there was a meeting held with front gate cast members at Animal Kingdom theme park just a few weeks ago where they were instructed to ask guests not to photograph or video record in the direction of the Avatar site, namely when entering through the Rainforest Cafe entrance to the park. The cast members were not given a reason for this. They were only given the instruction to. Most believe this is an attempt by Disney to curtail the continuing narrative that the project is taking too long to complete. What? Who has ever said that? Who would dare think that it's taking too long to complete Avatar? Meanwhile, how's Nintendo going? How's that going? Anyone want to talk about that? That was announced, what, 1.5 years, 2 years ago now?
They have an iPhone game now.
They do have an iPhone game. Anyway. Some believe the reason is there may be something Disney doesn't want the public to see, or perhaps it's just a mandate by James Cameron, a well-known psychopath when it comes to things like this. If this is the case, I'm not sure why a slightly taller wall wouldn't be installed. I also can't imagine why we have not been contacted about our photographs from a helicopter over the Avatar wall. So who knows at this point, but don't be surprised if you go to the park and they ask you to stop taking photos if you are of that Avatar work site. So the thing that's happening.
Yeah, it's sad. It's kind of weird.
It is weird. I don't know. The repellent being distributed to guests for free, the bug repellent, which is a anti-Zika preventative measure Disney is going through right now, that was changed over the weekend. Originally, it was a Cutter brand spray. They'd allow you to share the bottle. You all just spray each other and put it back. There is now a giant lotion bottle. Nick, don't get too excited. The The repellent. It's not even in the script. Repellent is now in lotion form and comes out of a giant jug, like Lou Mangello's hair gel. Is that, Jason, is that the jug or Mangello's hair gel?
I'm not sure. Does he use Sawyer brand hair gel? I think he does.
It's possible. It looks awfully sticky. As always, our thanks to Lou for doing the opening act for tonight's show. We appreciate it. Anyway. Send your hate mail. The Haunted Mansion at the Magic Kingdom will be closing for a short refurbishment late November, early December this year. It's unknown if the work is at all related to the facade and queue work that has been going on at the attraction for a few weeks now, or just another Shanghai Disney budget cut. The attraction will be closed November 28th through December 1st, 2016.
Longest gong in history. Still going.
No comment. As the you need some lotion.
Lotion.
There go the listeners. Good night, everybody. Someone in the chat said Lou Mangello's a creeper. All right. Anyway, moving on. As the nation prepares for the next race to the White House, the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin Resort is making its own headlines by giving one lucky guest and his or her family the opportunity to be treated to their own presidential vacation at the iconic resort by signing up at swandolphin.com/offers/presidential by November 8th. In honor of the 2016 presidential campaign, the resort will elect a candidate guest to stay in one of its spacious and luxurious appointed presidential suites on a vacation fit for a true leader, complete with the wall that separates you from guests at other resorts. The resort's presidential suites have hosted the likes of President H.W. Bush, President Bill Clinton, and probably not Hillary, though. As the presidential guest, the winning candidate will be invited to bring up to 4 cabinet members on a 3-day, 2-night term. These puns doing anything for everybody? Puns working out? Man. I didn't write these. These are in the press release. He or she will arrive via complimentary transport from the airport and be treated to a red carpet welcome with a personal escort, just like Bill Clinton. A special welcome amenity created by the resort's 2-time world champion pastry chef Laurent Brandlard will await the winner in the suite, and the entire group can celebrate the victory with a state dinner using a $250 dining certificate at any of the resort's 17 restaurants and lounges, including Shula's, Todd English's Blue Zoo, Il Molino, and, of course, the 5-star rated Peekaboo Buffeteria. The elected candidate, chosen by random drawing, along with his or her guests, will receive complimentary theme park tickets, 2-day park hopper tickets, in fact, for up to 4, as well as access to all the other amenities of the resort. So, again, you have until November 8th, when polls close, get it? Polls close, to enter that contest. Very exciting.
Yes. That's cool. That's a cool little tie-in there.
You're losing your voice again.
Yeah, the voice is going to come and go.
We'll talk about when we talk about the Halloween party. We'll talk about.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk about that.
You showed yourself as a good friend that night.
I did.
You did. You stuck by me.
Yeah. I was only because I was happy I got my mug.
That is true. You did.
In a good mood.
Mug of the week.
I didn't get this last year. I was very upset about it.
It's a good mug. It's hardy.
It's a fantastic mug. Anyway. You know how that new launch site for fireworks at Disney's Hollywood Studios is located across World Drive? Well, that means the launch site is a little closer to the major roadways of Walt Disney World than any other at the resort. So things like a car being struck by fireworks can happen. Jason, do we have that video of that car being struck by a firework? Although people yelled at me the car wasn't struck. You can please judge as this firework implodes all over this. Next to the car is clearly engulfed. Come on, the car vanishes in fireworks.
Because we can't see through the firework. It's on the other side.
It hits the car.
It does not hit the car.
It definitely hits the car. Look at the car. You see sparks bounce off the car.
Sparks may hit the car.
The car is struck.
Sparks hit both those cars, most likely.
I'm not saying the shell hit the car.
Oh.
But something hit the car. The firework clearly explodes into the car.
Obviously, sparks are going to hit both those cars. It's in the vicinity of.
Anyway, I'm not going to have this argument again.
But the firework obviously landed on the street.
Yeah, but you ever seen a shell explode? They go into pieces. Chances are some shrapnel hit those cars.
Okay, so technically Tom Corliss wins that one.
I do win this one. You're damn right. In this video, it seems a firework landed and exploded on a Walt Disney World roadway. According to Leo, Jason just keeps playing the explosion over.
That's what they do in the news,
This is
don't
going to be our
they?
most viewed YouTube video now. Just this explosion. Anyway.
We're watching a YouTube video of a YouTube video.
We
It's pretty
are. It's
cool.
like Inception.
Yeah.
According to the video description, the bus was traveling from the Magic Kingdom to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. Probably not to Disney Springs because that doesn't seem to be working out. And caught this incident while passing Disney's Hollywood Studios during the fireworks. The incident supposedly happened a few weeks ago. Clearly, no one was injured. So if you want to actually catch the fireworks in Galactic Spectacular, Easy WDW is now recommending you stand on World Drive with a net. Right, Josh?
Good tip, Josh.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
In an interview with the driver of the car that was struck, they're quoted as saying, quote, "Well, it was still better than the Jungle Book Alive with Magic." Oh, rest in peace. Nick just died. Beginning September 12th, Mama Melrose at Disney's Hollywood Studios will offer a temporary menu to accommodate a refurbishment of equipment in the kitchen. Don't worry, this menu will still not include food. The flatbreads typically on the menu at Mama Melrose's will not be available during this time, so rubber spaghetti it is. The project will take 4 weeks to complete, unless the Avatar team is working on it. Then it should be completed after Trump's first term. And that's the news, Nick. Who brings us the news?
Well, it's brought to you by TeePublic. Don't forget to shop for apparel and accessories for Disney fans through WDWNT.com and TeePublic. Just go to WDWNT.com, click on the TeePublic link, and shop from hundreds of designs for T-shirts, phone cases, prints, and more, including the exclusive WDW News Today logo apparel and creations.
Seven?
I didn't say 7.
But I'm just saying, look, I see it on the screen. 7.
Oh, it is there. It is
the
there. So you
7
get
shirt.
Tom Corliss mean tweets, which I think didn't Jason just buy that
Jason's
one?
wearing that
Jason's
tonight.
wearing that one.
I'm wearing it.
Yeah, and then we have the
Very
newly
comfortable.
designed 7 T-shirt, which is amazing. And, of course, a lot of other great stuff there as well. News Tonight logo T-shirt and all kinds of good stuff. So definitely head over there and do some shopping tonight. Of course, supports us here at WWNT. So Tom could fill up his gas tank. So
with dinosaur soup?
Look, he needs to get home tonight. So so please buy a T-shirt.
If not, Josh and I are Ubering.
So head over to WDWNT.com, click on the TeePublic link. TeePublic, the official partner of WDW News Tonight.
Now, Nick, we have a lot coming up on this show, so very quickly I want to talk about what we got coming up. After the break, we're going to have the map game. We're going to start taking calls now, 407-774-8255. It's the Halloween edition of WDWNT, the map, not map, not match,
MAP.
but map,
Our most
MAP game.
popular game.
It is. I'm
The
sure your
lines will
phone
light
line's
up.
lighting up already, 407-774-8255.
You'll be collecting candy corn and avoiding ghosts.
candy corn.
Yes.
Guest. We have 3 guests tonight. Josh from Easy WDW is going to be joining us. He's also promoting his book, The Easy Guide to Your Walt Disney World Vacation. We're going to also be previewing the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival, which starts next week. Later in the show, we have DJ Middlebrow, the host of our newest show, Radio Free Disneyland. He's coming up later. Tom and Nick are angry about things. We got a big surprise announcement coming up in the second hour as well. We got Who Hates Tom. We got What Did We Just Eat? A review of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. It's a packed show, so please join us. We'll be right back. Cut me off. No, we're done. Nearly everyone loves Italian food, but those people who love true, authentic Italian go to Tony's Town Square Cafe. It's because owner and chef Tony Ragu offers home-cooked food from his hometown, Toledo, Ohio. He is 1/8 Italian. Locally sourced Cask Connection freezer items are combined with prepackaged ingredients imported only from the OBT Winn-Dixie, along with mangled recipes from nearly unreadable Buitoni labels. Whether it's quote-unquote pizza or that soup of the day which just hasn't changed in 14 years, taste for yourself at Tony's Town Square, just steps away from that hat store that sells pins. Come taste what the guide map is calling Italian food only at Toll. And maybe at Portobello.
The U.S. stock market's on the brink of collapse. World currencies will soon freeze and devalue, and gold will hit $10,000 per ounce. So says New York Times best-selling author and economist Jim Rickards in his latest book, The New Case for Gold. Hi, my name is Adam Barata. I'm the managing director at Advantage Gold. Advantage Gold is on a mission to warn everyone about the massive risks facing all investors right now. And that is why Advantage Gold is giving away Jim Rickards' latest best-selling book absolutely free. Call 800-900-8000 right now to get your free copy. That's 800-900-8000. In this book, Jim explains how loose credit has created massive asset bubbles, why central banks are no longer able to prop up economies by taking on more debt, and why demand for gold will soon spike worldwide, driving the gold price to as high as $10,000. If you care about your financial future, please call now. 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000. My name is Adam Barata. We are Advantage Gold, and your future is safe in our hands. 800-900-8000.
Advantage Gold has the highest ratings according to TrustLink, with a 100% 5-star rating.
Do you have enough drinking water at home or work? For whatever life throws at you. This is Florida, and you can never have enough good, wholesome drinking water on hand. For meetings, family gatherings, even Mother Nature's wrath. Be prepared with Carolina Highland Mountain Spring Water, delivered directly to your home or business. Call 407-851-7144 or online at carolinabottled.water.com. There are no delivery fees, no contracts, and now take advantage of their Be Prepared delivery special in individual bottles, dispensers, and coolers. The purest water, delivered to your doorstep. Guaranteed. Get started now. Call 407-851-7144, 407-851-7144, or online at carolinabottled.water.com. Refreshing taste, unrivaled purity, the healthier choice for home or office. Carolina's Highland Mountain Spring Water. Call 407-851-7144, online at carolinabottled.water.com. Refresh today.
Welcome back to WDW News Tonight. We are live on AM 1520 WBZW. We're live at listen.wdwnt.com, on YouTube, on WDWNT, the app. We're live everywhere. Yay. Josh, stuff creeping in. It's not your time yet.
Sorry.
Hey, Josh.
Reagan is not happy with you.
Giving you a little stare there.
Reagan smash.
Tear down that Duffy hat.
So
Sorry.
Nick, we're gonna. We have some people on the line.
Yeah, we do. We're gonna play the map game.
Let's do the map game.
All right, excellent. So I have a little intro for the map game.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, we'll be collecting candy around the Magic Kingdom.
We have so many treats and a few tricks in store for all of you. And trick-or-treating throughout the Magic Kingdom.
That is right. You will go trick-or-treating around the Magic Kingdom as we play the map game here tonight. Here are the rules for tonight's version of the map game. You are going to visit 4 treat stations around the Magic Kingdom. You're going to do that by giving me the coordinates with a letter and a number. Now, in each of these stations, it's going to have either 1, 2, or 3 pieces of candy corn, or it may have a treat bag full of 7 pieces of
7?
Yes, 7 pieces of candy corn. Or it may have a haunted mansion ghost that will steal some candy corn from you. The object of the game.
How excited you get for this stupid map? The dumbest game. And Nick gets like a 10-year-old writing fan fiction about it.
I would read that.
And then Mickey came to my house and we played cards.
Oh, I like where this is going.
Then I got the lotion.
Good thing I got the lotion left over from the park.
God. All right, go ahead.
The object of the game is to end up with at least 7 pieces.
7?
Yes, 7 pieces of candy corn at the end of your 4 treat stations. And if you do that successfully, you'll get a prize from Theme Park Connection. All right, so let's bring up our first contestant. Our first contestant is Andrew. Good evening, Andrew. Nope, I'm sorry, it's Michael. Michael, how you doing?
Good, you?
Oh, very good. Where are you calling in from, Michael?
Calling in from Nebraska.
Wow.
Well, thanks for listening out in Nebraska.
You ever had a Nebraska?
That might be a new one. Might be a new one to our list. And we appreciate you listening and calling in tonight. Michael, have you ever been trick-or-treating over at the Magic Kingdom before?
Never been trick-or-treating there before. Just went there for our first time in July, so.
Oh, for the first time. All right, cool. How'd you enjoy it?
Oh, loved it. It was great, so.
All right, very cool. We appreciate you listening, and we're going to get to playing the map game here tonight. So you're going to visit 4 treat stations by giving me various coordinates here, and we're going to start off by
the map. Look at that fancy map.
The map is great. The map is glorious. So you're going to have to give me some coordinates here. Pick a letter A through H and a number 1 through 8.
Okay. For the first one, D4.
All right, D4. Let's see what you got there. Candy corn! Candy corn! Good job. You actually have three pieces of candy corn there on your first treat stop.
Josh's face right now is my favorite.
You are well on your way. All right, go ahead and give me another coordinate.
Yeah, could I do C2?
C2. Let's see what you got there. Oh, you're going to be happy. More candy. More candy corn. Excellent job there. You got 2 more pieces. That's 5 pieces. You got 2 turns left. What's your next one?
Let's go D7.
D7. Look at that. Look at that.
We got lots of treats just for you.
Yeah, you got another piece of candy corn there. So you have 6 pieces of candy corn. As long as you don't get a ghost here, you should be good. What's your last treat station?
Let's go D5.
D5. Look at what you got there.
I love it all.
Yay!
Corn,
Yay.
candy, potatoes, candy, everything.
Nice. You actually found a bag of 7 candy corn.
7?
Yeah.
Ooh,
7. For a total of 13 candy corn, and that is a win. If you hold on the line, Michael, we'll get your information. And
Fun fact, that's actually what we're going to send you is 13 pieces of candy corn.
Hey, I had 0 before tonight, so.
Look at that. He's very appreciative of it.
That was such a positive spin on it. No, prizes are actually provided by Theme Park Connection. You can check them out online at themeparkconnection.com, a great stop for all sorts of Disney collectibles, props, one-of-a-kinds, retired merchandise, all kinds of fun stuff.
All right, so we appreciate Michael being our first contestant tonight and getting 13 pieces of candy, and he'll get a prize from Theme Park Connection. Let's see if Andrew is just as successful.
Are we taking more callers in the meantime?
Yeah, we can take more callers in the meantime. 407-774-8255 is the number. Andrew, where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from New Jersey.
All right.
Where in New Jersey? What exit?
To South Jersey. Not sure of the exit off the top of my head.
Okay.
All right, and have you been trick-or-treating a Halloween party at the Magic Kingdom before?
I have not, but I would really like to.
Yeah, it's fun. Tom and I were there the other night.
This will be almost as good as the real thing, I assure you.
Let's hope I can collect some candy.
We're trying to recreate the experience as good as we can.
Great.
All right, so let's see. What's your first coordinate? A through H and 1 through 8.
Could I do E3, please?
You can. Let's see. E3. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's a bag of 7 candy corn.
What?
Yeah.
Man, they are good at this game.
You are off to a fantastic
This is
start.
a game of skill.
I am impressed.
Well, thank you.
Let's keep those ghosts
New
away.
Jersey bringing it tonight.
They are.
For the next coordinate, could I please do G6?
G6. G6 is one piece of candy. 1 piece of candy there.
That's disappointing.
So you're up to 8.
He already has 8.
8 pieces of candy. 2 choices left. What's your next one?
Could I please do C6?
C6. That's 2 more pieces of candy corn.
We haven't found a ghost yet.
No. People are
drama, though.
People are avoiding those ghosts. Now, so that's 10 pieces of candy corn. There is a ghost that could steal a bunch away, so hopefully you don't get him.
Uh-oh.
1-4, baby.
For my last one, could I please do, let's go with F4.
Let's see. F4. Look at that. Another piece of candy corn. You got it.
Perfect.
So
Thank you.
that gives you 11 pieces of candy corn, and
That's embarrassing.
that qualifies for a prize from Theme Park Connection. We
Thank
appreciate it. All right, hold on the line, Andrew. We'll get your info, and we'll get out that prize to you. And now we got a mystery caller in here. Good evening, WWNT. You going to play the map game with us?
Yeah, hey Nick.
Oh, look at that.
It's Gabe.
I figured since I don't know.
It's been long enough.
Yeah, well, it's been about what 2-3 weeks. I don't know.
We'll send you some
so.
candy corn in an envelope.
I hop on just to give some people some idea of where some of the ghosts are. So.
Yes, please find all of the ghosts. We haven't found them yet.
That is
alright.
cool. So let's see.
Let's see. I'm hunting for ghosts, but don't worry, I'm not Leslie Jones.
All right, go ahead. Give us A through H,
Soon, man.
1 through 8.
Sorry, your call's
Next thing
been
you know,
lost.
you'll be yelling
Next
about
caller.
you'll be yelling about burkini.
Okay. B2.
All right, let's check it out. B2. Oh, nice job. Lots of
This is the
candy.
most positive game I've ever seen in my life.
3.
Did you actually put any?
I did.
If Josh made this, it'd be nothing but ghosts. Like nobody wins.
Cheeseburger flatbread. Angus pizza burger.
You died. You died eating a cheeseburger.
Feel
Game
bad.
over.
Oh, boy. All right, so you got 3 candies.
G5.
See, G5. Oh,
Noble.
my. Oh, my. The candy room.
Where are the ghosts?
I swear there's ghosts.
It's like the
That was-
Candyland version.
He got
of this game.
Everybody wins.
Okay.
I feel like I should
He
start
got a-
singing Kumbaya here.
He got a bag of 7 candy corn there. He has
7?
10. He has 7. He has 10.
If I win this, okay. F1.
F1. That is 2 candy corn.
There's no ghosts. This is like the Ghostbusters remake. There's no ghosts. There's no ghosts in it.
You just have very talented listeners. I'm impressed, frankly.
Okay. How about A3?
All right. A.
Come on! Call back Nebraska. Tell him he lost now. Prize is going to Gabe, a winner.
Wow, I don't even try. I was looking for ghosts.
Well, you-
Oh, I'm sorry, Nick.
That's all right. You got 13 pieces of candy. Excellent job, Gabe.
I mean, I'm in the lead?
Well, I mean,
no,
you
everybody
get a
who
prize.
clears what they clear 7, they get a
Clear
prize.
7, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks,
This game
guys.
is too easy.
All
We need
right.
to bring the math game back next week to even out the prize total.
Oh man! All right. Well, thank you very much, Gabe, and we'll get your prize from Theme Park Connection out to you. And now we're going to bring on our last contestant here, and at least for this segment of the show. Good evening. Thanks for calling WWNT. And are you going to play the map game with us tonight?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. All right. And what's your name?
Matt,
Hey, Matt. Where are you calling from?
Rochester, New York.
All right, Rochester, New York. Nice.
I
All
played
right.
the map game twice previously, and I've ended up negative both times. So I'm down to find the ghost.
Oh, look.
Okay.
You might find our ghost. All right. All right.
So you're a map game veteran.
I'm an awful map game.
They call you like Mr. Map Game, right? You're like the Reggie Jackson of map game.
Except I lose every time.
Okay.
All right. Well, everybody's been finding.
So you're the
candy,
Bill
but-
Buckner of map game.
So the rest of the boxes are the ghosts.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, but let's see if you could maneuver around the ghosts and get some prizes here. Matt, go ahead and pick your first coordinate, A through H and 1 through 8.
E7.
7.
All right. E7. E7. It's 3 candy corn.
Josh is not having it.
Yeah, it's it.
I want sadness.
All right,
Regret.
that's 3 candy corn. What's your next one?
B5.
All right, B. B5 is 1 candy corn.
Lots of treats just for you.
1 candy corn, so you're up to 4 candy corn. 2 more picks.
H2.
All right, let's check out H2. 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 Oh my! This is your lucky day, Matt.
Candy.
There are no ghosts.
There are ghosts, I swear.
There's no ghosts.
That's 7 candy corn for a total of 11 candy corn. What's your last street station?
We will go with C3.
All right, let's check that out. C3 has been chosen already. Pick another one.
No, it wasn't. C4. I just clicked on it.
C4. One candy corn.
Just for you.
Tom doesn't like this.
I hate this game more than usual now.
I want someone to pick ghosts. I made a cool sound effect for the ghosts.
Well, maybe someday we'll get to hear it.
All right, well, that's 12 ghosts for you, Matt.
But we're happy you won finally.
You are a winner finally on the map game. We appreciate you trying so many times on the map game. And so, Matt, we're going to get you a prize out from Theme Park Connection. Hold on the line for me.
All right.
All right. Well, we still got plenty of candy and ghosts out there. So if people want to call in, we'll play a little bit later on in the show. But if you want to play, we still got some slots left. We got 4 winners, Tom.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
It is great.
See, happiness for everybody.
Candy corn and envelopes for all. All right, let's bring Josh on in here. Josh, come on in. This is our good friend Josh of EasyWDW.com. You've probably all seen him around. Bring your mic. You're going to need your microphone for this radio program. Josh, you've probably seen. We've had him on videos. We've had him on the radio show and News Tonight many a time. But if not, Josh, tell everybody about your website.
Well, if Tom Corliss breaks the news on Monday, I'll tell you about it on Friday of the following week.
I'm gonna get Zika first.
You're not. I'm gonna get Zika first, but you're gonna get credit for it.
I'm the Sandra Petticini of Zika. But anyway.
Too soon, man.
Moving on.
We'll share the.
So tell them actually what you do. Get more in. Get on the screen.
Yeah, man. Oh, I don't know. What do I do? What am I known for?
Really long, detailed posts about wait times and food and
enthusiasm,
things like that. Red writing on images.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of red circles.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easywdw.com is your website.
Yeah.
Since you don't want to plug it, I'll plug it.
No, I don't.
Yeah. And the reason I have you on is you have a book. Although last year you came on the radio show and plugged it was the first book, right?
This is the 4th year.
Is this the 4th one already?
Yeah.
Get out of here. But you have a new title this year.
Yeah, we took out First because that wasn't selling. So we thought maybe a new title, mix it up a little bit.
And you figured why not something that's going to always be relevant? Why not put the Tree of Life at Night on the cover?
Why do I continue to do this show?
But yeah, so this is the easy guide to your not first, but your Walt Disney World visit. So what happens when you change a book from tailoring it to people who are going for the first time to everybody?
Honestly, like 6 sentences. But they're really well written this year.
They're really good sentences.
It's actually Amazon's highest rated Disney World guidebook of all time. We have several hundred 5-star reviews. People buy it on occasion.
Is that real? You're the highest rated?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you've bought a book and it's the same quotes from 1997, like A Mother of Three from Exit 30 says Pecos Bill hamburgers aren't that good, maybe you try something else this time.
And you have lots of really so you do these on the site too, but I love these wait time breakdown things.
Right, so if you're visiting Magic Kingdom and you're expecting heavy crowds, the hours are 8 a.m. to 12 a.m., and you want to know what the wait time at Space Mountain is going to be at 1 o'clock, you can just check the chart, and it will tell you. Touring plans, ride reviews, FastPass Plus Priority.
You said touring plans, so I got PTSD for a minute.
Yeah, we all get a little chill.
Are your maps correctly labeled in this book?
90.
Oh, all right. Never mind. We're being jerks again. So let me ask, because our audience is mostly people who have been at least a couple times to Walt Disney World. What are they going to get out of this book?
Very little, honestly. Like,
way to sell it. Seriously? What do you think? Since it's not just for the first timer anymore, what are the draw? What's the draw this for someone who's been to Walt Disney World before?
well, a lot has changed with Soarin', Frozen at Epcot. How you plan your day has changed. Animal Kingdom late at night, theoretically, has changed.
It changed from happening to not happening.
Well, FastPass Plus has changed the entire game.
Yeah.
It depends how recently you've been. Like, if you were there last year, you'll be somewhat familiar with how things are working. If it's been 3 or 4 years and you're trying to set up your fast passes 60 days in advance, and you're trying to set up your dining 180 days in advance, and you're trying to figure out which fast passes you want. If you're thinking like Spaceship Earth, why would I ever use a fast pass for that? You know, the average wait there is 29 minutes this year. You're going to wait 40 minutes at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Josh, I'm going to guess that the introduction of FastPass Plus changed the game too, right? Did that change the way you do some of your touring plans?
Oh yeah,
it's got to change them from top to bottom.
They have been tweaked this year in particular.
Well, so I'm thinking that honestly is one of the points that if a family maybe hasn't come really since the introduction of FastPass Plus and pre-booking all their fast passes, things like that, maybe
well,
this
even
will
since
kind of
last year, I think
give them
what's
an
interesting
idea.
is since last year we added a third theater at Soarin', a third Toy Story track, and then also Frozen open. So Epcot and Studios, correct me if I'm wrong, you've had to rethink how you do those parks a little bit.
Well, it's interesting. Like, if you're thinking Hollywood Studios touring plan FastPass Plus, last year Toy Story would have saved you between 60 and 100 minutes. Now it'll save you between 30 and 50. I was there yesterday at noon in standby. I walked on in 15 minutes. I was on that ride.
Yeah.
A year ago, it would have been 50 or 60. So if you think about just one change, if you're going to Hollywood Studios, you probably want to use FastPass at Rock and Roller Coaster. Is going to save you about 40% more time, and that wait is all outdoors compared to Toy Story Mania, which is indoors. There's things to look at.
What's funny is the other day we didn't end up going to Studios till the afternoon, and we checked out fast passes around midday, and there were still several times available for Toy Story, which would have never been a thing before that third track. So things are very different. But
one of the things I think you pride yourself on in that book is your restaurant reviews, though, and I love I love how you give kind of like a little introduction, recommendations to each of the park's dining options, kind of at the beginning, and then you also kind of run through the facts of what actually is in each park, the prices, what's on the menus. But you also give kind of chime in with your recommendations of where you may want to eat, where you may want to stay away from.
you know where you want to? It says stay away from the cheeseburger flatbread.
No cheeseburger flatbread.
Oh, come on. Josh, have you had the Artist Point cheeseburger flatbread?
Artist Palette?
Artist Palette, sorry.
Although that wouldn't surprise me about Artist Point at this point.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
But I've heard really good things.
See? It's really good.
It's terrible.
I recreated at home. I'll bring you in my version.
I don't want to eat anything called a cheeseburger flatbread.
I won't call it a cheeseburger
so long
flatbread.
as I live.
It'll be Tom's flatbread of joy.
No. So tell people, how did they get this book? Where can they get this book?
You go onto Amazon.com. You can purchase the book. You get the paperback. You get the Kindle for free, which will work on your Kindle, Android, your
and you
PC.
guys will send an updated one for the year after they've purchased the book. Right?
So you get the print book, the Kindle book, and then we update the PDF throughout the year if something changes. Like, obviously, they'll say, well, why on earth would I buy a book when there's the internet? Which is a good question. But we update the PDF throughout the year, so you'll always have the newest information. And one of the nice things about the book is the organization that comes with it. You could put all of the information that's in here. You could gather that from around the internet if you wanted to spend all your time doing that. But the nice thing about this is it walks you through the whole planning process, when to go, how long to go, how much it's going to cost. Then you move on to planning your days and dining, choosing resorts. It's a very logical process, well written at times.
Now, Josh, did you like wake up one day and decide like, all right, I want to figure out the exact best combinations to do all the attractions at the parks, or did it just like kind of happen? You know, like you kind of figured it out as you went along and decided, I'll write about it.
Yes.
All right, very good.
Yeah, well,
it seems crazy. Like it seems like how many different combinations do you go through? Or do you start off like, okay, well, I have a good idea what probably works, and I'll try that and tweak it from there.
Yeah, it's a lot of try, and sometimes things work, sometimes things change. Epcot's pulling out Sum of All Thrills next week, which changes how you're going to go about your morning there. Normally, you'd recommend Test Track first, then moving to Sum of All Thrills because its capacity is like 16 people every 5 minutes. And then at like Magic Kingdom, you used to recommend Astro Orbiter first because it's such a slow loader. Man, this is interesting.
Someone asked if there will be a Josh meet and greet September 16th through the 23rd.
Absolutely, there will be. What are you doing?
I know someone asked. So
yeah.
When is there? Is
I'm
there
available.
one during that period?
I'm not doing anything.
There you go.
Is that Jay?
It is Jay.
Yeah. Send me an email, Jay. There's a meet and greet September 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
There's a 40% chance he will reply to meet you.
So. Depends. I'm moody.
Tell me about it. So anyway, you were locked in a hot car with Tom Corliss with no gas. You'd be moody too. So again, it's the easy guide to your Walt Disney World visit. It's available online, or you could. How do they buy the paper book? How does that happen?
Go to the Amazon.com.
Oh, Amazon has but the Amazon also has the digital form.
Yeah.
So you can
Crazy world.
I don't know how people buy paper books anymore.
It took me 2016. I figured out how to buy that book.
There you go. So Josh, you and I do a lot of dining at Disney World together. We generally will go to review restaurants or new things, and one thing we've done a lot together the last couple of years are the festivals at Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
Flower and Garden, Food and Wine. Obviously, Food and Wine this year is starting next week. And I thought you would be the person we need to talk to get ready for next week, because it's going to be insane. We have a lot to cover. It's a big festival, and so what's new? What's interesting? What's the game plan for Food and Wine at Epcot this year?
You know, everything that's new. One of everything.
Can I just say that you may not come across like it, but Josh is like the best person to go eat food with.
Oh, Nick.
You are.
I'm blushing.
I'm sorry, Tom. Sorry, Tom
he was fun at Toothsome, where the response to everything was.
No, he has good tastes, and he knows how to talk about it, and I enjoyed that.
You don't think that comes through in the video?
I don't know.
It looks like Duffy's missing an eye.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
It's like punched in on one side.
There's a lot of sarcasm tossed into this, but there is a lot of sincerity when you spend the day with Josh and are eating around the world with him.
Sure.
Totally.
Just ignore Nick.
All I'm saying is his reviews are actually pretty valuable. Like,
this is why we get through the first hour and not accomplish anything. So Josh, let's talk about, you took time to prep this beautiful document for us. So let's talk about Food and Wine this year. Since next week on the show we're not going to be here. It's going to be a pre-recorded show from Food and Wine talking about what we ate. So what's exciting this year?
Well, I'll tell you, the most excited I am is for the cheddar cheese soup in Canada will now be served with a pretzel roll. You're welcome.
Pretzel
5
roll,
years.
so not the stick like you'd get in Le Cellier, but a roll.
Yeah.
Does that mean we get less cheddar cheese soup?
Will there be more bread than soup, I think is the next question.
Oh, man.
Probably.
Tune in next week, guys.
Oh, tune in next week to find out.
Now, do they raise the price in order to give us a pretzel roll?
No, they lowered it.
Oh, what a maroon.
Oh, man. Thank you. I love those hanging curveballs.
Oh, so what else?
That's it.
That's it. So there you go. There's a pretzel roll in Canada now. So that'll be a majority of the show next week.
I do want to talk about one thing.
What do you want to talk about?
What if beer flights go to 3 beers?
So the point you've made is in the listing, the menu listings for the booths this year, those that would offer beer flights only have 3 or 6 beers. So
yeah, so
the odds of a 4-beer flight are very low.
Oh.
Yeah, this is serious stuff, Nick.
That is pretty serious. No,
Yeah.
I'm intrigued on this one.
They took our 22-ounce beers. They took our 12-ounce beers. They took our 4x6-ounce sampler flight beers. And they're taking our 4th beer.
Wow.
From where the sun now stands, I will fight no more.
They think a pretzel roll is going to make up for that?
I think so. I'm all in for this pretzel roll.
Yeah, I'm kind of into
Although
it.
it's gonna be that much soup.
Yeah, and the
You can get more repellent lotion at Disney World than you can get cheddar cheese soup.
them pulling the mosquito bottles really ate into my eBay business. You guys, easy WDW on eBay, insect repellent, $4 a bottle.
There you go.
But they took the pretzel roll from the sausage in Germany. Now it's served on a hard roll. A hard roll, not a pretzel roll.
This is riveting. This is a riveting program.
I'm
I'm gonna drink out of this apple.
What's in it?
Perrier.
Not strong enough.
What else?
Josh is a good guest on paper.
That's why you buy the books. You don't have to listen to him.
Yeah, well, there's a reason.
This avoids putting him in your car for a few hours while you forget gas.
You said you booked Josh for this week, and I was all excited. We had a great.
No, I said Josh has a book this week. That's what I said.
We had a great time pre-show, and
then Josh really turns on the charm when we hit that record button.
It happens. Yeah, I'm looking through this new items at the Chew Collective, the peanut butter and white chocolate mousse with a caramel drizzle.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, I'm looking. Look, that
What
looks pretty
happened?
good.
So what happened last year? I felt like we had 45 desserts. Like I felt like they refreshed all the dessert menus, but not entrees. I felt like we had 5 entrees and 40 different desserts last year. Is that happening again this year?
No.
Okay, good. What's going on with Brazil? The coconut candy's gone?
No more cocada.
That's ridiculous.
Did the cheese bread stay?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well at least the cheese bread is there, but I am
You can
very
buy it
upset about the
frozen
coconut
at your grocery
candy.
store.
It's not the biscuit from Red Lobster.
No, that's a powder.
What else?
That's it.
That's not it. You have like 10 pages here.
I like how he does all this prep work. But
Yeah,
ignores
it's
it.
no, boring. I hate it. It's gonna be terrible.
And he was so adamant that I printed it out and had it
Terrible.
ready.
New at Hops and Barley, there's a frozen orange spiked tea featuring Florida cane orange, Orlando orange vodka. That's exciting.
Yeah, I saw that, and I like the sound of that one.
How about this brisket with pimento cheese served on a griddled garlic toast?
Anything griddled
could be
sounds
exciting.
very savory.
Yet how does this lobster roll continue to
I
exist?
don't know.
This lobster
Ooh.
roll isn't good.
Look in
Might be.
Greece.
You don't know that.
Loaded Greek
Last-
nachos, pita chips, meatless sausage crumbles, vegetarian.
Have you
something.
ever enjoyed the lobster?
No.
No.
Thank you.
Why would you?
But it was like LL Bean's Airs frozen that they were selling.
Remember how good the carrot cake was?
Yeah.
Side note, it's really good. I don't even like carrot cake.
You do like carrot cake, apparently.
I think
I guess I do.
I think I might like Greece this year.
Hope there's no key lime anything this year.
No, they pulled it.
So, Islands of the Caribbean, there's a Jamaican beef patty, which Jamaican beef patties are pretty readily available in your grocer's freezer. And that's pretty much the primary way most people eat Jamaican beef patties. So I'm kind of curious about this. No, we were talking about it before the show. Now you're very quiet.
Is that kind of like an empanada? assuming?
I guess so. You never had a Jamaican beef patty?
I don't know. I've had empanadas.
They're usually spicy.
Yeah.
Caribbean sangria?
New over in Caribbean.
Puff pastry with sweetened cream cheese and guava sauce. A quesito.
Totally.
Give me something to work with.
Menu reading with Tom
They
Corley.
took away the Scotch flights?
Yeah, no more Glenfiddich.
Oh my gosh. What's up with them? Why?
It's a sick world, man.
It is a sick world.
Well, we know what Nick's angry about this week, then.
Spicy hummus fries Morocco, guys. Come on.
Well, anyway, if you're totally enthralled with this as I am, be sure to tune in next week and listen to all of us talk about actually eating the food. Overall this year, what do you think about the new stuff added? Does it seem positive or negative? I know in the last couple of years, I felt like Flower and Garden has had better food than
Same here.
wine.
Yeah, it seems like they pulled most of the stuff that wasn't great, and they're going to try some new stuff. We'll see.
And the liquid nitro chocolate almond truffles back, so that's some good news. Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
Nick, are we taking what are we doing? Are we taking a trip?
We're taking a trip into the
wonderful world of psychotic comments presented by the WDWNT Interglobe Society. Nick, take it away.
All right, we're going to start off with the post about rogue fireworks from Star Wars show. A strike car at Walt Disney World. Goofy chimed in with a funny comment here. Disney usually charges extra to be that close to the action.
Mm-hmm.
And Perlandria chimed in. I heard the bus driver got a cup of pudding and a $79 fireworks dessert party invoice.
Oh.
Yeah, good stuff there. Let's see. Going over to Rock and Roller Coaster refurbishment scheduled for this fall. I never saw so many inane comments about the same stuff about. There was so much fighting about the park being stuff being closed in the park, Y2 roller coasters, all this stuff went on and on and on. D. Jones was definitely the biggest, the biggest person writing all these comments about it. In fact, they went back and forth arguing how many attractions are open, which attractions are open, and basically he ended it by saying, "Stop spreading the lies. The only things that closed at DHS are things no one cared about. Personally, I hope they double their prices so I no longer have to wait behind riffraff like yourself in long lines at the park."
Wow.
So that's how he kind of ended all that. If you want, there are like 800 comments about this post, and it just really people going around in circles on that one. Disney trying to prevent guests from taking pictures and video avatar construction. Jarrett wrote in, this article is a little concerning, but then I remembered this is Disney. I'm sure they are getting ready to roll out a new option for Memory Maker or PhotoPass that includes exclusive photo opportunities like a stool next to a trash can in front of a wall to get a sneak peek into the construction of Avatar Land. So, maybe that is the case. Maybe they want to make some money off of it. And then finally, on the photo report of the Tomorrowland rock painting, Amy wrote in, I don't know why, but I find it very newsworthy that these rocks got painted a different color. Amy, that is when you know you are into our world now. Welcome to our world where we're
I don't even want to tell you what the
interested in
traffic
stuff
was
like
on
that.
the painted rocks do phenomenal.
That is when you know you transition from just a Disney fan to Disney parks geek, nerd, fanatic, whatever you want to call it.
Who brought us that segment?
Well, that segment was, of course, brought to you by the WDWNT Interglobe Society. The Wonderful World of Psychotic Comments is brought to you by Wigs. Support WDWNT and get access to an exclusive community and full-length audio and video shows you can't find anywhere else. For more information, go to patreon.com/WDWNT or visit WDWNT.com and click on the Patreon link. Got through that first hour. Hour 2 coming up.
Hour 2? More guests coming your way.
Celebrating 50 years as Apopka's hometown station. 1520 WBZW. Apopka, Orlando. Community events, financial news, weather, traffic, and more.
A service of Salem Media Group.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters. Both leading presidential candidates Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump responded to questions from veterans and active military members at an NBC forum this evening on the carrier Intrepid in New York City. Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton says she did take the security of classified information seriously as Secretary of State.
I communicated about classified material on a wholly separate system. I took it very seriously. When I traveled, I went into one of those little tents.
While Donald Trump says he has the best judgment and temperament to serve as commander-in-chief.
I've built a great company. I've been all over the world. I've dealt with foreign countries. I've done very well, as an example, tremendously well dealing with China and dealing with so many of the countries that are just ripping this country.
American Christians are being urged to help their fellow believers survive in the Middle East. At a conference in Washington today, Juliana Taimoorazy, president of the Iraqi Christian Relief Council, says American Christians need to learn about the plight of their fellow believers in the Middle East.
If they know what is really happening to their fellow brothers and sisters that we're commanded to love, as because we're one members of one body of Christ, they will stand up and they will want to do something about that.
Russia says Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov and Secretary of State John Kerry will fly to Geneva on Thursday to discuss a possible Syria deal following months of negotiations. President Barack Obama and Russian President Vladimir Putin failed to clinch a deal in China on Monday. Defense Secretary Ash Carter says Russia needs to take more constructive steps to arrange a lasting ceasefire in Syria.
The choice is Russia's to make, and the consequences will be its responsibility.
On Wall Street, the Dow down by 12 points to 18,526. The Nasdaq rose 8, the S&P unchanged. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hey there, this is Eric Metaxas. Lately, I've been telling you about Liberty University's online degree programs. Liberty University is the world's largest Christian university with over 95,000 students studying around the world through Liberty's online programs. While there are a lot of universities who've jumped into online education, few can deliver on the promise of a quality education with such flexibility, and even fewer can actually point to a graduate of their online program like my friend Morgan from Nashville.
I did it. I actually got my degree from Liberty University. 2 degrees, actually. Not only has this process taught me self-discipline, I've also learned that it is never too late to fulfill your dreams. And I did it all online. I did it, and you can too.
Call Liberty University now at 800-424-9595. That's 800-424-9595, 800-424-9595, or visit liberty.edu/online. Flexible, affordable, possible. Liberty University online.
Welcome back to WDW News Tonight. Hour 2 starting now. We're live at AM 1520 WBZW in Orlando. Listen.wdwnt.com on YouTube and as well on WDWNT, the app. Coming up on next week's show, it is our Epcot International Food and Wine Festival special. It will be a 2-hour audio-only program where we're going to recap what we had at the festival. Nick and I will be doing, and Josh will be there too. We'll be doing 2 full days of the festival by that point, so you'll have 2 days worth of audio reviews and information and fun.
I'm pretty excited. We're trying something a little bit new. We're going to try to do the entire show from Epcot and put it together for you guys.
Yeah. And we're going to be doing a lot of video content this year as well.
Mm-hmm.
Trying a lot of new things in our coverage of food and wine this year, so definitely want to tune in. Be sure you subscribe on YouTube. We're doing a lot of great content here on YouTube. Obviously, there's this show, but there's also some other stuff coming up. There's all kinds of construction updates and all sorts of fun things we're trying out here on YouTube. So please subscribe if you haven't already. We're doing some really great video content.
And maybe speaking out of turn, but I know we're doing a live video. Are we going to try to do some actual live stream video from Epcot?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe
we could even do
Mike
some,
and I are still going over some stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I guess we have 7 days to figure that out.
7?
Yeah, 7. So we'll figure that out. Nick, who brings us WDW News Tonight this evening?
All right, we're brought to you by Magical Travel. Magical Travel is an authorized Disney vacation planner and always ready to assist you in making your next trip to Walt Disney World Resort, Disneyland Resort, or aboard the Disney Cruise Line even more magical. Right now, you can enjoy a 4-day, 4-night stay in a standard room at Select All-Star Resort with 1 park per day Magic Your Way base tickets for just $1,980. Book now through October 8th, 2016 for stays most nights, November 6th through December 21st. Number of rooms available for this offer is limited, so make sure you act fast. For more information on this offer and many others, visit magicaltravel.com and book your next Disney trip today.
All right, Nick, are we angry?
I have access to the entire Curseworth library. This new console is done.
It's a damn poor mind indeed. I can't think of at least 2 ways to spell a word.
No privacy is all around this place.
I don't like Sam.
I don't like Jane. Was bad.
It was awful.
I was terrible.
Get him away.
Hey, boo!
Tom, I'm angry about this new policy where kids have to scan their little grimy fingers onto those entrance turnstiles. Why? Because it slows the line to a freaking crawl. I am sorry. I don't know. It's no offense to the kids. It's actually more to the parents, because I've seen this a couple times where the kids have no clue what they're doing. Now, I understand the parents have strollers and stuff, and they're hot and they're tired, and they may have 7 kids, and they're trying to go through.
And they have the easy guide to your Walt Disney World visit.
In one hand, yeah. They're trying to go through, and the kid's struggling. He doesn't know what to do. The cast member's trying to instruct the kid. The kid, a little 5-year-old, has to put his finger up and tap this at the same time and hold it. So the kid doesn't know. The kid's not going to be able to.
And he's got to put on his own bug repellent.
And the parents just standing there, like, dude, you grab your kid's hand and you throw it on the thing, and you throw the other hand there, and you get.
I believe
your
that's called child abuse.
Not if you're the parent. Not if you're the parent, and it's
just smack them around.
Courtesy to the people behind you that just want to scan their finger and scan their Magic Band and get into the darn park.
These people who just want to go in and buy some pins and take creepy pictures of them.
Oh,
And, that's all they want to do.
This policy is absolutely horrible, and it's not. It's so. I have nothing against doing it. I don't care. Scan the kids, take the kids' information. That doesn't bother me.
Someone in the chat said they go to Universal. Have you ever seen adults try to scan their fingers at Universal? Those turnstiles don't work for fully functional human beings, never mind children.
But it's ridiculous, and it is noticeably backing up the lines. I've noticed this multiple occasions now. Kids have that age, that young, kids aren't able to do that.
Well, people are saying parents can use their fingers instead, which is true, but a lot of people aren't doing that. A lot of people are having their children scanned because the cast member isn't making that clear to them. So it's not really their fault.
It's cute that little Jimmy is doing his own ticket and scanning his own finger, and that's adorable.
One time I saw a woman put her foot on. Did I ever tell you that story?
No.
The old one. Remember the old split finger one?
Stop.
We used to have, a woman took off her shoe and attempted to put her foot in it. Yeah, it's a real thing. That was... She was foreign. She was not from this country. She took her shoe off and was about to put it in there, and the cast member stopped her. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it was pretty insane.
What are you mad at, Tom?
I'm mad at pavement.
You
ever? I was walking around Epcot and I looked down at the ground behind Fountain of Nations.
Yeah.
And they are just all these pieces of pavement that are different colors. None of them line up. It looks awful. Like over here, it's like white, and then it's this red color, and then it's beige. And it just none of it lines up. The same thing at studios. It's more understandable at studios. They can't really afford more construction right now. But like in front of the stage, like it's just all these different pieces of concrete that are all different colors. It just looks like garbage.
So
it's really bad. I'm tired of Disney not just repaving whole areas. Like, do it in succession, get it all one color. Don't just fix them when they break, because then they don't line up, they don't match. It looks terrible. I know it's such a stupid thing to be mad at, but it looks like, really go stand behind Fountain of Nations at Epcot and look at that pavement. Between the middle and Club Cool, it is at least 5 different shades. It looks like garbage.
No, that girl Amy from Psychotic Comments, she's running over there to check it out right now because she's interested in the color of rocks and now pavement.
I should write up. I'm going to write up a piece of pavement. There you go. Going to be pavement. All right, Nick. Let's take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have DJ Middlebrow, the host of Radio Free Disneyland, our newest WDWNT program. So everybody stay tuned.
JP Morgan is now holding a record 55 million ounces of silver. Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these fat cat bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting another financial crisis, and over time, gold and silver win. Silver is trading below its production costs and is predicted to double by 2020. At Capital Gold Group, we offer gold and silver for direct delivery. Plus, our specialty is IRA rollovers for the ultimate in IRA security. Be one of the first 20 callers today to receive our free gold and silver buying guide. Capital Gold Group is A+ rated with a Better Business Bureau. So call now and see what investing in gold and silver can do for you. Call now, 800-430-7568, 800-430-7568, 800-430-7568. That's 800-430-7568.
In the market for a new home? Write down this number, 407-247-4184. Growing up, you didn't notice if your home was small or if the curtains were old. The important things about home were jumping into bed with mom and dad during a storm, getting to lick the spoon whenever mom baked a cake, and playing hide and seek in the backyard. Now you care about things like good neighborhoods, square footage, and whether or not there's a breakfast nook. You also want to buy a home that gives you all the good feelings of the one you grew up in. A home where you walk in the door and you know this is home. That's where Todd Schroth of RE/MAX Central Realty can help.
Hi, I'm Todd Schroth of RE/MAX Central Realty. A house is more than just a place to keep your things and lay your head. It's where you live life, create memories, and share tradition. Put our 20-plus years experience to work for you, and hey, let's find you a home.
Todd is a local community expert, a gold-level top producer, and a member of the RE/MAX Hall of Fame. Call the Todd Schroth Real Estate team at RE/MAX Central Realty today. Call 407-247-4184. Online at keepingorlandomoving.com. Come on, let's get moving.
Welcome back to WDW News Tonight. We are live, as always. Thank you for joining us again next week. Remember, we're audio only next week for the Food and Wine Festival special. Anyway, joining us now via phone. We've announced all of our new shows. We've always announced with some sort of fanfare or some sort of announcement of some kind. Publicly, and I don't recall one where we've ever gotten so many questions about what exactly it is as we have for Radio Free Disneyland, since we announced that just a couple days ago. So joining us on the program is the host of Radio Free Disneyland, DJ Middlebrow. DJ, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Tom.
So this is the question has been on everyone's mind. What is Radio Free Disneyland? So can you explain in some way, shape, or form what the show is?
Well, it's pretty secretive operation, but I have been I'm a disc jockey by trade, and I have been asked by a kind of a shadowy group to curate a show that tells the stories of Disneyland with music and in a little different way than you might normally expect it.
And how might you be doing that?
Well, by using unusual cover songs of Disney tunes, that kind of thing. Maybe adding some other tunes that are really not even Disney tunes, but as you hear them with the other songs, they contribute to a story, a moving thing. So we'll take different subjects. Our first show is sort of just a kind of a background story on how the whole operation got started, and then we'll go on to other shows like our Cars Land show, which is called My Way or the Highway, and we'll use definitely some things that are on the background music loop in Cars Land, but we'll find some other chestnuts that you might not expect that I think still contribute to the narrative.
So when you originally pitched the show to me, I thought it sounded weird, and in your pitch you said sort of what you just said now, where there will be songs that are you definitely hear in the parks, but then there'll also be things that sort of spiritually fit the theme that you might not realize aren't there because they fit that story.
Mm-hmm.
So where did you come up with the idea that you want to do something like that had stuff that, because obviously there's been a tremendous amount of Disney podcasts and fan-created shows at this point. Where did you get the idea where I want to do something that includes things that don't necessarily appear or can be heard in the park, but where did that idea come from?
I think maybe a little bit. It may be the kind of the repetitious nature of a lot of places that play or feature Disney songs. There's
only so many.
Yeah, there's only so many, and they all can't be good. So you maybe want to. Maybe I think I wanted to kind of broaden the palette a little bit, and magic and wonder and things like that aren't exclusive to Disney songs and Disney products. There's all kinds of other magic and wonder in the universe. So I think there's a lot of songs that bring those things out. I'd say that's a Disney song that isn't a Disney song. The theme from Willy Wonka, Imagination, is like a great song that really has kind of the same values and ideals that a lot of Disney songs do, but it's a damn good song. I mean, not that other Disney songs aren't, but it's a damn good song, and I hate to see a good song get left out in the cold.
So where did you get the name Radio Free Disneyland from?
I just felt like, it kind of goes back, being a little older, going back to remembering sort of the Cold War period, and, there was this, and still is, a thing called Radio Free Disneyland, which was used to educate and expose people in Eastern Europe to different things that they couldn't get on their regular radio outlets. So I kind of thought of it as sort of the ultimate pirate radio station in the world, in this sort of Disney world. And so I'd say, we're going to play something that you may not have heard it this way before, but we seek the truth.
So I've known you for a good period of time now, and you're a bit of a Disney historian as well. So beyond the music, are you going to be divulging knowledge in some way? What's going to go between? Are there things that are going to go between the music on this show?
Definitely. Let's say in one of our early episodes that I'm working on right now. Well, one thing is I've written a thing or two. You may have noticed a couple things come across your desk from me. And so I think in a lot of times when the subject matter is right, I on the show notes page I plan to repost some of those things. Like I did an article for you when Jack Lindquist passed away, and we've got a show coming up that's called The President of Disneyland. It's not necessarily about Jack. It's about a lot of presidents in a lot of different meanings. It could be from the President of Disneyland to the President of the United States, who maybe was a big fan of Disneyland. I'm not going to divulge who that is, but some folks may know. He also made a big announcement in Florida at one point in time. Announced what he was, not what he was, but what he wasn't. So I don't know if you're following me, but I'll go ahead and spill it. Richard Nixon made his famous "I am not a crook" speech at the Contemporary.
Yeah, down the convention
Walt Disney
Center.
World.
Yep.
And so there's all these little things that sort of cross. Nixon was a big Disney fan. He opened the monorail. Him and his family cut the ribbon on the monorail.
You have some Reagan in there?
Well, we'll get some. Well, I think we'll get some Reagan in there.
Okay.
Nixon's a little more low-hanging fruit because ideologically he was a super anti-communist, and so in a strange way his persona fits in really good with this sort of commie Disney radio station idea.
Okay. I will say, you let me listen to some very, very, very early versions of some of these shows, and I have to say, like, there's a lot of shows that we've produced where I saw great value in them. They weren't necessarily things I would listen to on a regular basis, but I think like this was such a unique idea. And again, when you pitched the idea originally, I was like, this is weird. I don't know if this is going to work.
Let me out of this car.
But then, like, listen to the show was just because I think it's no secret. Like, I love Disney music, but I love music in general. Like, I love really obscure stuff and intermingling that with Disney history. There's something about this show that really struck me the right way, and I think our audience is going to feel. I certainly hope our audience is going to feel the same way, because it's like you said, you're trying to do something unique, and I think you found something that's really sounds like it's really out there, but once you listen to it, it just seems to make a lot of sense once it's actually in your ear.
I thank you. I think when you get the whole story, it starts to lock in a little bit, and you think, oh, wait a minute, this does make sense, you know, in some kind of way. So I feel like I couldn't be in a better place than working with you guys.
Thank you, and we're really excited about it. So we want to announce we have not given people a date for when this thing is going to start. Do you want to tell everybody?
Sure. It will start Saturday, September 10th, and we'll go up with our first episode, and we'll go weekly after that for a while. We may take a break every few weeks and drop in a repeat and then go forward. But because you need more than just a chimp to do this show. It's a lot of work. So, and I'm all out of chimps.
Podcasting is not easy.
We got a few to spare around the studio here. That's pretty much all we run on at News Tonight.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, DJ, we're incredibly excited. The first episode is what is the theme of the first episode?
It's called The Discovery of Disneyland.
Okay.
And it's sort of about the station and the folks that run it their initial discovery of Disneyland. I guess the only other thing I'd probably like to quickly say is that we're having a lot of fun with the show notes page, and it's almost functioning as a little publication of its own. You know, of course, each one is dedicated to that show, but we're trying to put in some other material, you know, that supporting material, and when I can, if I've got something that's germane, I'll put in one of the articles I've done for WDWNT, and where that's appropriate. So I'm enjoying that part of it too.
So excited. So Saturday, someone asked out there, it is not a live show. They are prepackaged. It's a podcast. I know we haven't done those in a long time. They may seem a little archaic to people now, but so they will be available on Saturday. It's gonna release through iTunes and things like that. We do have a formal announcement going up on the site that'll have all that fun technical info of where you'll find the show, where you can download it or just stream it, or the various avenues by which you can go to get the show itself. But DJ, we're incredibly excited for Radio Free Disneyland, and this Saturday, the very first episode.
That's right. We are. Things are humming around here in our top secret broadcast studio.
And so the show notes will also get released, so people can kind of read along.
Well, they'll be up on WDWNT, just like a regular article. You'll be able to go through the show notes page. We'll have descriptions of each song.
Very detailed.
Yeah, very detailed.
I've seen a couple.
We're going to have some supporting information and that kind of thing, like almost like little sidebars. Okay, well, if you like this, did you ever hear this kind of thing? So we're trying to keep that an interesting place in its own right.
Well, there you go. DJ, we're excited. Saturday, again, ladies and gentlemen, don't miss it. Saturday, we're going to go ahead and release that very first episode of Radio Free Disneyland, and it'll be at WDWNT.com.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, DJ. We're looking forward to it.
Take care.
DJ Middlebrow, our host of Radio Free Disneyland. Again, Saturday we're going to release that on the world. And again, I've listened to them. I listened to the early cuts. I haven't heard the latest cut yet. But based on what I listened to, we're talking many months ago. They're because I was so into the music of the parks,
right,
and the history, and it blends the two in a way that I think is so unique and has never been done before. It really is. It's one of my favorite things we've ever done.
I'm excited to take a listen and see how he does this. It sounds like a very creative process.
It's different. Yeah. It's very different, but once you hear it finally makes sense.
Yeah.
But we're excited to do something a little different, provide something off the beaten path for people, and I'm really stoked for this one.
Now, about how long is each episode? Do you know?
I haven't looked at his latest cuts. I think he's aiming for an hour.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I think so. So they're good. What's great about them is the same way people listening to this, I think, are more diehard fans. You probably turn on WDWNT on the air and just listen to music for a little while. I think it's easy listening. It's not. Our shows are very, some of them are filled with comedy. Some of them are us reading news and arguing about news and stuff. This is an easy listening program. It's music and facts, and it's just a nice, calm hour of enjoyable Disney music and facts, and not even like he said, it's also music that doesn't necessarily isn't necessarily Disney music or isn't necessarily music that appears in a Disney park, but spiritually probably belongs. So. Yeah.
So after you hear it live, it should be
and
available.
That's why we're putting it out on weekends.
Right.
Too.
Yeah.
I think weekends are a good time where people sit home and relax, and it might be a nice, relaxing hour of your weekend.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. All right, looking forward to that. So that's Saturday at what time?
No time yet, but we're going to release it at WDWNT.com.
All right, very cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, WDW News Tonight is brought to you by WDWNT, the app, the official mobile application of WDW News Today. So that brings you all the latest Disney Parks news, WDWNT.com podcasts, including WDW News Tonight, of course, streamed right to your mobile device, park hours, videos, as well as the ability to listen, chat live, on the go with this very show and many others. Download the app today for iOS, Android, and Amazon devices by searching for WDWNT.com or visit WDWNT.com for more info. WDWNT, the app, bringing the worldwide leader of Disney Parks news.
What
anywhere
did you just say?
Let
me take that one.
The worldwide.
WDWNT, the app, bringing the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news anywhere you want.
That's exactly what I said. You know it.
We'll be right back. We have What Did We Just Eat, which is a review of snacks we had at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. We're also going to talk about our experience at the party. We have a big announcement coming up, and also Who Hates Tom? Lots happening with the remainder of WDW News Tonight.
J.P. Morgan is now holding a record 55 million ounces of silver. Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these fat cat bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting another financial crisis, and over time, gold and silver win. Silver is trading below its production costs and is predicted to double by 2020. At Capital Gold Group, we offer gold and silver for direct delivery. Plus, our specialty is IRA rollovers for the ultimate in IRA security. Be one of the first 20 callers today to receive our free gold and silver buying guide. Capital Gold Group is A+ rated with a Better Business Bureau. So call now and see what investing in gold and silver can do for you. Call now, 800-430-7568, 800-430-7568, 800-430-7568. That's 800-430-7568.
Hi, Bill Files here, GM of Salem Media Group Orlando. You've heard me talk about half-price tuition, a great new program we have where folks just like you can purchase tuition to the finest Christian schools in Central Florida at half price. No catch, no kidding. I want to share with you some comments from a listener who recently purchased tuition for her daughter. This listener called me, and once she found out that the program was for real, she and her husband decided to buy it. She said, "Before we hang up, I wanted to thank you and to share with you that my husband and I have been praying for a way to send our girl to Christian school. Your half-price tuition program has made that possible. Thank you." This is what it's all about. If you or someone you know could benefit from our half-price tuition program, I hope you'll give me a call, 407-618-1760, or visit our website, AmazingRadioDeals.com. Half-price tuition, another positive idea from Salem Media Group Orlando.
Schools like the Geneva School and Altamont Christian School are available right now. Go online to AmazingRadioDeals.com.
If you or someone you love suffers from drug addiction, now is the time to utilize your private health insurance PPO plan. If eligible, receive up to $30,000 or more in substance abuse benefits with low or no out-of-pocket cost. We are the National Treatment Network, the premier drug and alcohol treatment referral service operating 24/7. We help connect you with facilities nationwide that accepts PPO private health insurance for substance abuse. If you have PPO substance abuse coverage and you need immediate admittance to a medical detox or residential rehab treatment center, call us now. Call our live referral helpline today. The call is free. This program is not available to Medicare or Medicaid customers.
Call 877-247-1585. 877-247-1585. 877-247-1585. That's 877-247-1585.
Do you have enough drinking water at home or work? For whatever life throws at you. This is Florida, and you can never have enough good, wholesome drinking water on hand for meetings, family gatherings, even Mother Nature's wrath. Be prepared with Carolina Highland Mountain Spring Water delivered directly to your home or business. Call 407-851-7144 or online at carolinabottled.water.com. There are no delivery fees, no contracts, and now take advantage of their Be Prepared delivery special in individual bottles, dispensers, and coolers. The purest water delivered to your doorstep. Guaranteed. Get started now. Call 407-851-7144, 407-851-7144, or online at carolinabottled.water.com. Refreshing taste, unrivaled purity, the healthier choice for home or office. Carolina's Highland Mountain Spring Water. Call 407-851-7144, online at carolinabottled.water.com. Refresh today.
Welcome back to WDW News Tonight. Tom Corliss, Nicholas Cicero. Josh is still sitting there.
Hey, Josh.
He's playing his game. What is that game you play? Kingdom Rush, which he has told me is that he's on WDWNT the app. That's what he's actually doing.
Ah, yes. All right, well, we have still plenty of candy and ghosts to find in WDWNT, the map game. Yeah. So we're still taking contestants. If you want to play, we got some time this half hour. 407-774-8255. That's 407-774-8255.
I want to remark on something. This shirt is hideous.
Yeah, it is.
We talked like this did not work. So I wore my Halloween party shirt. This is this year's Halloween party shirt. There we go.
Yes.
So I was looking for something. I try to match colors. Like,
oh, do you?
Fairly. Oh, do I? Do I? Same shirt every week, man. So I was trying to match colors, and so you can't see it. So this is like it's got gray, but the lines in it you can't really see it. The threading is purple. So I was like, oh, it's kind of gray. There's the black, and then there's this purple lines, and I was like, oh, that'll look great. This looks like garbage. I look like a homeless man broadcasting tonight. This was such a terrible outfit, and I want to apologize to the listeners because I know they expect so much more from the very stylish Tom Corliss and his plaid shirts at this point. So I apologize next week. I will strive to bring the colors back. We'll be colorful again next week.
All right. Well, while we're waiting for contestants for the map game, 407-774-8255, how about if we talk about food?
Sure.
Okay, crackpots, let's get cooking!
So, Nick, we went on Friday. We went to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, the very first of the year. Jason, if you could bring up those video clips of us eating, maybe. And we tried. They have a selection of what they refer to as exclusive party snacks. These are items that generally will go on sale between 6:30 and 7 on party nights.
7?
Yeah, 7. And yeah, and so they're available at certain locations, and certainly there's a number of souvenir type items that are only available at certain locations. I got this at Plaza Ice Cream. There's other places that have it. This is kind of cool. It's $16.50 with ice cream. You get like 2 scoops of ice cream and toppings and stuff. And it's really,
that has ice cream in it.
Yeah, they also do it with drinks at some places. But Plaza Ice Cream did it with ice cream, but we had just had ice cream, so I just bought the cup like a psychopath. So they did 3. We did 3 of the exclusive snacks. The first one you're going to see here, Jason's got it up. We ate the pumpkin spice cupcake at Gaston's Tavern, which I thought was pretty good. I really enjoyed that. It tasted like a pumpkin bread with a not too sweet icing. The icing, I think, was just the right amount of sweetness added to it. It was really a very pleasant snack. And Jason, if we could pull that up. you're presenting to anyone or not. I can pull it up. These are available on YouTube if you want to watch these food reviews separately. There are these reviews. Look at me in my big wet orange shirt.
Yeah, look at that.
It's raining. What you can't see is while Nick's holding this video camera, he's about to fall over from being sick. You were so ill, but you were a real trooper. You came out to the party on Friday.
I did. I didn't want to not come. I wanted to enjoy it, and I did. I had a good time, but I was by the end of the night, I couldn't even stand. I was laying down in the train station.
You sat on the steps for a while we waited for Buddha You and the Zootopia party patrol thing.
Yeah, I couldn't walk anymore.
So yeah, there was that cupcake was really good. Again, you can watch all these reviews on YouTube. There's also the.
Can I tell you, the cupcake was delicious.
It really was. I want to get it again.
I wish I could have enjoyed more that night, and I just couldn't feel like it. But I mean, it was a good pumpkin spice loaf with a really good sugary.
Really
frosting.
soft. Really well. Very fresh. This is the ghoulish strawberry lemonade slushy, which wasn't bad. I just don't really care for lemonade, but. Other people in our party who do like lemonade finished most of it.
And watching her create this was fantastic.
Yeah, that weird red goop that just looked like marinara sauce from Pinocchio's had me kind of.
It did. It looked
scared.
like she was scooping out marinara and meatball.
Yeah, there you go. Look, are we going I feel like we're going.
We are. We're
super
going fast.
speed mode.
That was. It was tasty. It ended up being basically strawberry shortcake topping that she scooped into the bottom, and then poured the lemonade on top. And is this the spot where I spilled it all over my shirt?
Yeah, later in the video you spill this all over your shirt. Again, people can go watch this. My favorite of our reviews has to be the candy corn saucer. There's a picture of my face.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, the candy corn soft serve. Which I'm not going to ruin it for people. Tom makes a real idiot, not that I usually don't make a real idiot of myself, but in this case I made a real idiot of myself reviewing this candy corn soft serve. So if you want to see Tom make a tremendous mistake during this review, you should go watch that also on our YouTube channel. Go watch it after WDW News Tonight. But let's talk quickly about just for a few moments about the party real quick.
Sure.
I had a really good time. I thought the party was great this year. I thought they didn't change a whole lot. Here's where Josh comes in and says no, I'm sure. They didn't change a whole lot this year, but I thought what was changed was for a positive. The Creeper Crew was really terrible. That was the old pre-show thing they used to do for the parade.
Right.
The Zootopia Party Patrol was just a huge, huge improvement over that. Really enjoyable, fun, quick thing.
Fun, good music.
The parade changes were solid. The fireworks were fine. Hocus Pocus, I felt like, was much better this year. I don't know if because they've had a year to do it, and they added some lighting and new pyro, but it just felt much bigger and grander and much more well put together this year.
It was a great show last year. There was a little bit more of a wow factor this year.
It was phenomenal this year. Like, it was almost worth the price of admission.
I love the music. I love the script. It's a nice story.
Candy quality this year. Can we talk about the welcome trail? I want to talk about this welcome trail. So if you come in before 7, they will funnel everyone. Yeah, 7. They'll funnel everyone down the side path on Main Street, the bypass. And they'll use this to hand out not only the bags, but this welcome packet of candy now. And this welcome packet is sponsored, which I want to give credit to Jason Diffendahl, who last year on the podcast, I think, brought up something about why don't they just have these big candy companies sponsored and give out like full bags and whatever. And that's what they did this year. So in this welcome bag, was a full-size bag of crispy M&Ms, and there was this new Snickers crunchy thing. I don't remember the name of it, but it was like a full-size one of those, and there was Skittles and everything all in this welcome bag in your first stop, which was phenomenal. But then beyond that, all the other stops had a lot of really great candy, M&Ms and Skittles and Snickers and Three Musketeers and all that stuff. It was really great quality stuff, blown away. And then there was the allergy thing.
Yeah, that impressed me.
The allergy setup this year is phenomenal. There's there's Heritage House and Town Square Theater are doing these setups where you show up and say I have an allergy, and they'll show you this big and we're going to write up a piece about it later this week. But there's this board you can pick from, and it has listed what allergies all the items are good for, and you can pick it. There's these real nice full-size cookies and things available for allergy guests. And the other thing is if they go trick-or-treating with other people in their party, they obviously, the stuff in those trick-or-treat trails are not good for them, but on those trick-or-treat trails, they can redeem these coins. And at the end of the night, they can bring all these coins to these allergy locations and cash them in for more allergy-friendly options.
Yeah.
So I thought it was really cute and well done and just very smart. Logistically, a lot of things done better this year. I was really blown away by the Halloween party, which you should be at the price it is now. I think they kind of have to blow people away now. But anyway,
I agree. I don't know what it would be, but I guess I wish there was one more offering of some type.
New fireworks.
I don't know. Maybe that. Yeah.
I want new fireworks.
It's about time. You know what else it's about time for? It's about time to play the map game.
All right, let's quickly get through the map game.
We have another contestant. It's another Michael. Michael, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Arkansas.
Arkansas?
No.
That's another first.
Possibly so.
Yeah.
Possibly so. So thanks for listening out there in Arkansas tonight, Michael. Thanks for calling up the show. And have you ever been trick-or-treating over at Magic Kingdom before?
Absolutely. I think the last time we went was in 2009.
All right. Well, it's been a while, so we're gonna try to
I'm sorry. My wife is standing here next to me. She's like, "No, it was last year."
Last year? You forgot about last year? Okay.
Got a whole trip.
All right. Well, Michael, we're gonna try to recreate that experience as good as we can for you here. So we're gonna have you visit 4 treat stations around the Magic Kingdom by using some coordinates, a letter and a number. Each station has 1, 2, 3 pieces of candy corn, or possibly a full treat bag of 7 pieces of candy corn. Yes, 7. But no one found one of these yet. But it might also have a haunted mansion ghost that's going to steal some of your candy corn.
It might.
It might.
It might not.
Probably won't.
Now,
so just pick 4 and get this over with.
Now, if you visit the 4 treat stations, you need to end up with at least 7 pieces of candy corn. And if you do that, we'll send you a prize from Theme Park Connection. So here we go. Pick a letter A through H and a number 1 through 8.
Let's go with the letter D.
D, and then...
And what number? 4.
D4. Oh, that one's chosen. Pick again.
Okay, let's do H and 4.
H4. H4 is 2 pieces of candy corn. Excellent job. All right, so you got 2 pieces. You need a total of 7. You're well on your way. What's your next letter and number?
Let's do B8.
All right, let's check that out. B8. Here we go, guys.
The map legend.
Oh no. Oh no. That's a candy stealing ghost.
Wow.
All right, that ghost just stole 1 piece of candy from you.
Ooh.
You're down to only 1 piece of candy.
Hey, Josh, they exist.
And two choices left. What's your next coordinate?
Okay, let's do C9.
It only goes up to 8.
Oh, let's go C7.
C7. Uh-oh.
Another ghost!
Oh, no.
Oh, no. That ghost actually stole 3 pieces of candy. You only have 1 to give him. So you are down to...
He's going to send us a prize.
That's what the ladies usually say to Nick.
You are down to 0 pieces of candy corn. Now, there are spots out there that get you 7 pieces.
7?
Yes, 7 pieces of candy. You're going to need one of those. Go ahead and pick again, Michael.
Okay, let's go with A4.
A4. Well, that's only...
lots of treats.
That is a piece of candy corn, but it's only 1 piece. Not enough. Not enough. Sorry. Sorry about that.
I wish you put this effort into the sound effects every week.
Just the map game, Tom.
Just the map game. Just this stupid game that one week we didn't have time to put a game together, and 40 people called in, and now look at it. It has a graphic, and it has expensive sound effects, and 40 people are called. What is this? This shouldn't be this popular.
All right. Well, thank you for playing, Michael. Hopefully you still have some candy corn left over from your trip last year.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, Michael. Appreciate it. We do have another caller on the line that wants to play the map game with us. So let's get through this one.
Let's get through this.
Hey, good evening. Gonna play the map game with us? And can I get your name, please? Nope. Let me check it out.
All right, maybe it's a ghost. Maybe it's a ghost trying to steal our candy corn in Nick's fan fiction game.
I would buy that.
Nick's fan fiction game?
I would buy that.
Maybe it was a ghost. No one was there, but I proved to you finally that ghosts do exist. Michael played horribly in that game.
You know it's just people picking squares, right? There's no talent involved.
That's true. That's true. All right. Well, I'm going to get our guest on the line. We do have some more spots if you want to maybe squeeze in towards the end of the hour.
We have our guest.
7. Oh, we do. Okay.
Yeah,
you gave me a
have,
phone number. Okay.
I did, just in case. It was a backup. But we
gotcha.
do have our guest. Are we doing that now?
Yeah, bring him on.
All right. Well, we've had no shortage of announcements as of late. So we promised last week we'd have yet another announcement for you this week. So joining us, we have a very special guest. Please welcome to the show, Mr. Chris Reed. Chris, welcome to the show.
Tom, thank you so much. It's awesome to finally be here.
Great, and I feel like we just like we had DJ on before. I've talked with him about Radio Free Disneyland for it feels like years at this point. You and I have talked about working together
since like WDWNT's inception, practically. I think
a long time ago. So for those who aren't aware, please tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
You bet. I got involved with the online Disney community, if you want to call it that, in 2010. My first trips to the parks were back in the mid-'90s with my parents and my family, and I really became I just became almost obsessed with the music in the parks. In the mid-'90s, you couldn't get it on CD, you couldn't stream it, obviously, it wasn't around yet. And that love kind of just stuck with me, and then when these online radio stations popped up, I was part of that. Did this Cosmic Read cafe show on a different station. It was a lot of fun at the time. Then life became kind of busy, and I kind of left the Disney scene for a little while, just while things were being sorted out. But finally, the time has come where I've settled down. We just got a new place, and I was looking for something to do, and you guys always pump out an awesome product. I've been following it, even though I haven't really been around. I've been following it for so long now. So this is really a tremendous pleasure to be part of this. I'm really looking forward to what we're going to do. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, the WDW News Today colors look good on you.
Oh, thanks. That's right. And I just got my the hard hat shirt is on its way. I found
the
out.
Hard hat
nice.
shirt.
Yeah, it's classic. That's awesome. That is.
So Chris, why don't you tell everybody what you're going to be doing with us?
You bet. So I want to start it next Friday, September 16th, that is. I want to call it WDW News TV, and it's going to be a weekly vidcast. A little bit different than other vidcasts out there. It's going to be all Disney focused. I've got some crazy different segments planned. One that I'm really looking forward to is I have 100+ Vinylmations behind me here. And it's going to be, I'm not exactly sure the name of it yet, so I won't name it, but it's going to be almost like a little segment where there's almost a reality show with the Vinylmations. They're going to be attractions, and it's going to be after the park shuts. The drama, not with the characters, but the drama between attractions, and it's going to be a bit of a comical comedy segment.
Nice.
So one of the,
Nick is so excited about it.
I'm all in.
Hey, I might need some voices, so
no problem.
Oh, we've never done voices before. Nobody. There's not a talking raccoon and a wine bottle or any of those kind of things.
No, it's going to be a lot of fun. I got the whole Haunted Mansion set, and it's perfect because Halloween's coming up and that of the parks. I got a ton of others that these 3 shelves behind me here just go on forever. So
got the Canadian flag there, I see.
I do. The Canadian guy over here, he's going to be very polite.
Except until he has the daily poutine, then he's going to be furious.
Exactly. Yes. Sorry. So it's going to be little segments like that. We're going to throw in a little bit of news segments as well, and then ask guests and listeners what they want to hear, and we'll kind of evolve the show from there. But I want to do this on a weekly basis, and we're going to start it next Friday.
Well, that is very exciting. We're excited to have you on board to get this show rolling, and
sure.
big fan of your previous work, so we're glad you could bring that here to WDWNT.
Thanks. It is going to be a lot of fun. I know I'll be calling upon your voices for this, especially as the Halloween season gets on. I want to do a whole Haunted Mansion thing, but we'll get into that a little bit later.
All right, Crystal, sounds good. Again, so what is the exact name of the show? I don't want to get it wrong.
WDW News TV is what we're going to go with.
All right, and that's
Right
going to
there.
be next Friday. We're going to get our first edition of that.
First episode, and then on a weekly basis. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, Chris, thank you so much. We look forward to the first episode next week.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much for the opportunity.
Chris Reed, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm excited.
I know there's Vinylmation involved.
I
so
want my
of course
Vinylmation to come to life. I'm very, very, very excited about that show.
Well, like I told everybody earlier, we're
I'll be
really
tuning in.
ramping up stuff on YouTube. You're going to want to subscribe. We got a lot of great stuff going on there. And in addition to WDW News Tonight, WDW News TV will be on there every week as well. Lots and lots of great programming. That will not be a live show, mind you. I want to make sure because I know someone's going to ask out there.
Okay.
That one will be pre-recorded, but nonetheless will be something new from WDWNT. So it's an exciting week ahead. We got Food and Wine coming up. We got the News Tonight Food and Wine special. We have the debut of Radio Free Disneyland this Saturday. And then on Friday the 16th, we're going to have WDW News TV debuting on YouTube. So a really exciting week for us at WDWNT. We hope you will join us along the way for all of that.
All right, and Tom, I know we only got a few minutes left here, but we do have one last contestant.
Okay, let's
game.
do this map game.
Hey, good evening, Whitney. Where are you calling in from?
Texas.
All right. Well, thanks for listening up there and down there, over there.
Up there,
that
over
way?
there.
I don't know. In Texas, we appreciate it, and thanks for listening tonight. And it's time to play the map game. And are you familiar with the rules? Have you heard the rules yet tonight?
Yes, I heard the rules.
All right. So you need 7 pieces of candy corn.
I like how sarcastic she was.
And hopefully,
Picking squares.
There are a lot of ghosts out there because people have been avoiding these ghosts. So Whitney, I wish you luck because you got to avoid all these ghosts. So let's see, which coordinate would you like to start with? A through H and 1 through 8.
Okay, let's do G2.
All right, let's see what's at G2. Oh, it's candy. It's candy.
That never happened.
Wow.
You got 3 candy corn there. You're off to a great start, Whitney.
Awesome.
All right, what's your next one?
Let's go with F6.
F6. F6. Oh, here he comes.
Someone's in the trees you got to look out for.
The ghost is coming out.
Which ghost is it? Was it the tall, lanky one or the short, fat one?
So with this group, you should assume the short, fat one.
A little of both.
So the ghost stole 1 piece of candy from you. That leaves you with 2. You still have 2 pieces of candy, Whitney. What's your next treat stop?
Okay, let's see. Let's go with C5.
C5. That is some candy.
Just for you.
Bingo.
All right, so that is 1 piece of candy. So you have 3 pieces of candy, Whitney. So you need a big score here. Which treat stop you going to?
E1.
Josh isn't sure about that.
E1. Well, you got some candy there, but only 1 piece. Not enough to reach the magical
Let her
number.
pick another.
Let her pick another.
Josh is the
Pick
guest. Let
another.
her pick another one.
Josh is saying that.
Josh said
let's
it.
pick another one. Go ahead, Whitney.
Okay. Let's do G1.
D1. Oh.
All right, she is actually bad at the game. Put her off.
That ghost stole a piece of candy from you.
Gosh darn it.
Yeah, sorry. I told you the ghosts are out there. Ghosts are out there now, Whitney. Well, thank you for playing tonight. We appreciate you calling up, playing the map game, but feel free to call any week to try to get some prizes from Theme Park Connection. Hopefully the trick you're treating out there in Texas is better than it was here tonight.
They give out the full-size candy bar, so I think I'll be okay.
They probably do.
What?
They do everything big in
You
Texas.
can keep your candy corn, Nick.
That is true. All right. Well, have fun. Thanks, Whitney.
Thanks. Bye.
All right.
A road trip to Texas, Tom.
I know.
Give out the full size.
The full-size candy.
Maybe that's where I can get $100,000 bar. Those are the best.
All right, Tom. You ready? You ready for your favorite segment where people like to call Tom out?
Oh, yes. This is my favorite segment, the one where everyone hates me.
All right. It's time for Who Hates Tom now. We're going to start off with the Jungle Book Alive with Magic post. The headline was Jungle Book Alive with Magic limps across the finish line tonight. Well, Ed Igo wrote in, yes, the amateur Fox News of Disney has a new drum to beat. He even hedges his bet. This isn't a bad show. It's a bad show to put in this situation. So apparently nothing but a super spectacular would have made Tom happy. That sounds about right. Rogue firework from Star Wars show strikes car at Walt Disney World. Nancy wrote in, I didn't see it hit a car. Diane wrote in, I saw it hit the road near the car, but not just a car. Bad reporting.
Bad reporting.
Bad reporting. And Ed Igo...
Just call me Sandra Petticini.
And Ed Igo wrote in, since the fireworks debris doesn't actually hit the car, and the site constantly participates in, quote, creative journalism, quote, modeled after Fox News, I stand by my assertion. Note, the actual text in the title, it seems a firework landed exploded on Walt Disney World roadway. So there you go.
Yeah, it seems because there is no actual police report or any. Yeah, we don't know exactly where that video came from.
Avatar construction photos post. Alexandria wrote in, honestly, I have no... Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. Ed wrote in first. Ed wrote in, WDW News Today, you should have gotten down off that trash can you were standing on and reported said cast member to guest services. Maybe? Maybe?
Wasn't on a trash can.
Maybe you were. Maybe you were.
See you later, trash.
Who knows? Alexandria chimed in afterwards, honestly, I have no interest in quote-unquote construction photos. All they say is not done yet. Having a camera doesn't give anyone the right to be a jerk, though. Climbing on garbage cans? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Sorry, I got so excited I'm hitting the wrong button. For what? I'm generally attracted to information pertinent to visiting the parks, and I'm always looking for good photos. After all, the cameras we shoot with today are pretty good. So posting bad photos is kind of embarrassing to the equipment.
Did you pick that one just because Josh was here? I have done very well with my bad pictures. Thank you all very much.
And there you go. That's his name. Mostly Ed.
This is why I need an $850 iPhone.
I'm pretty sure, and someone called him out for this, I'm pretty sure Ed aimed for the Who Hates Tom.
Well, Ed, now
segment.
you're 15 minutes of fame. You were
go,
heard
Ed.
by a few thousand people on an internet show about Disney World.
Good job, Ed.
Congratulations.
Boom.
Josh, thanks for coming by tonight.
Yeah, you know.
It was a pleasure.
The book. Show the book.
Yeah.
This is the book.
Sell another copy.
This is his book.
That's his. He wrote that. The guy in the duffy
Half
hat
of it.
wrote a third of it.
Oh, we can use your last name? I never
Some of
use
it.
your last name.
Yo, it's
But
not really
it's on
Humphrey,
there.
but-
Yeah, it is.
You wrote a good portion of
That's
that. The snarky part.
That's on your driver's license you can't use. Because you can't drive.
DWI?
Anyway.
Your mom drives me around. I'm gonna get my own show.
Struck
on
a chord.
WDW.
All right, let's.
All right, lots of great stuff coming up on WDWNT.com over the next few weeks, and of course on our YouTube channel
Food
as
and
well.
wine. All the things Josh was excited about. We should be excited about.
Food and wine will be fun next week. Tom and I go in. We'll have a nice full report for you next week.
And remember, kids, it's good to be bad. It's good to be bad.
When can we